Hey, Miss Harriet. Okay, so Heather said you've been doing a lot of walking with your rollator. Yeah, you and Rita doing a good job hanging on to that sucker. And you've been doing good biking. I'm so proud of you. I wanted to take you through some of your PT exercises and a little breathing and just kind of get settled. So come do with me. Close your eyes and get in a comfortable seat and close your eyes. Take a big inhale, big exhale. And so let's just start with that, taking a couple of big deep breaths, noticing where your breath goes. Does it go through your nose or your mouth? And we're just gathering information. There's not a right or a wrong way to do it. And then notice what happens when you breathe in. Is there any movement in your shoulders? Is there any movement in your rib cage? You might notice if your belly changes at all with each breath. So we're just hanging out, relaxing and breathing. Let's take a couple more big deep breaths. And then this next time you breathe in, see if you can picture a widening of your rib cage, or if your whole belly and torso was like a squishy egg, your little egg shape kind of pushing out as you breathe in. And then let everything relax as you breathe out. And if that's too crazy to think about the egg, just think about directing your breath down into your torso. Allowing everything to widen as you inhale, and then allow for some softening as you exhale. Soften your back, soften your neck and chest. And then before we do this exercise, we're going to call this one eating your ice cream, eating a popsicle. Heather said that's a good motivation for Harriet. Picture what it would take for Rita to move in a way that you could eat a popsicle. So don't even do it yet. Just think about what muscles would it take for you to bring your right hand to your mouth. Think about what would happen first. Would your hand curl up first? Would your elbow bend first? And really picture that. Picture that motion of drawing your right hand up and then extending your arm back down. You can close your eyes if you're comfortable with your eyes closed. Picture all the muscles that it would take to bend your arm to bring your hand up to your mouth. Picture some blood going to all those muscles. Picture the nerves firing, your communication system from your brain all the way down to your arm, hand, fingers. Okay, so we did a practice round picturing that happening. Let's actually do it. Now, if you want to go to the freezer and get a popsicle to eat, you certainly could, or we'll just pretend. So your hand's going to close, your right hand, and you're going to hold your right wrist in your left hand. And then real easy does it start to bring your hand up toward your mouth and then extend. So you're letting your left arm do the work of lifting your right hand, lifting Rita. Let's do 10. That was 2. Here comes 3. Real easy does it. You're just bending and straightening your elbow. 4. Take another big deep breath. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. Last one. Here's 10. Come on down and rest your arms wherever feels comfortable. You can rest them on your lap. If you're seated at a table, you could rest your hands on a table. Take another big deep breath. Picture all the muscles and nerves in that right arm. And then open your eyes. And so Heather and I were also talking about this action of drawing your arms forward and back. I'm going to show on my little fakey table here in a second, but first I'm going to show you what my upper bod does. So to move my scapula, we've actually got more movement back here than we think, but this area is kind of this mystery zone because you can't see back there. But you could picture in your mind's eye squeezing your shoulder blades together. See how I made a little valley back there between my shoulder blades? You could take them wide apart. And so picture that again, just without doing it. Picture your shoulder blades drawing in towards your spine, out to the side. So that's, we'll call that in and out, medial, lateral movement. And then you can slide your shoulder blades up toward your ears and down into your back pockets. And again, you can just be thinking of doing these moves. We're going to practice them together, but I'm showing just to give you a sense of what we're doing. And then there's also a slidey and glidey action that can happen when you move your arm, because your arm is attached to your back. So if you can picture that sliding or gliding of your shoulder blade to allow for your arm to move. Okay, so let's do just that much. We'll do squeezy the scaps together. We're just going to do 5 of these guys and then widen them apart. So we'll call that 1. So I'm literally sliding my shoulder blades together, kind of pinching them together, sliding them out. That's 2. Here's 3. Easy does it. And you might notice one shoulder goes in easy. The other one's kind of, what's going on? As I say, 3, that's 4, in and out. 5, so see if you can make it smooth, and can you make each side work equally? Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, so we'll do up and down next. So now we're going to slidey the shoulder blades up. So you do get to shorten your neck for this one, and then slidey the shoulder blades down. And just see how smooth can you make this. 5 of these guys. Up and down. And trying to go straight up and down rather than rolling forward or doing some other funny business. What was that? 3, we'll say? Yeah, let's do 2 more. Notice if left and right do the same thing on this. Yes. Down. You can just let your arms hang or rest in your lap. Now this one's kind of weird, that gliding forward action. See if you can picture your shoulder blade. There's my scapula. I can poke it with my finger, and it has the ability to slide back and up, and down and forward. So you could do this one arm at a time or both arms, but it's not going to be a very big movement. But picture that sliding down and forward of your shoulder blades, and then sliding them back and up a little bit. We show down and forward and back and up. And again, if some of this is just conceptual for today, if you're like, I'm going to think about doing this because I can't actually do it, that is still beneficial to just picture these actions happening. Okay, was that 5 of those? Slidey down and forward and back. Now we're going to come to the table. So pause the video and get yourself somewhere, maybe dining table or something, where you can slide your hand. Okay, so I don't have a dining table in here, so I gave myself a little storage box. This is my pretend dining table. Ideally, you're somewhere where you can rest your arms comfortably without being hunched over or too far back. Yeah. Okay, first step, again, we're going to assist Rita. You can interlace your fingers, slide. Oh, I got to switch with him. Take your left hand and slide your right hand forward, and then slide it back. So my left hand's doing all the work. My right arm just hanging out. Left hand works to slide, and see if you can feel that movement we practiced in your shoulder blades. So my arms are moving, but I might also feel some movement in my back, my armpits, my chest. Just notice what you notice. And then we'll do slide this arm forward Release your hand and see if you can slide both hands back. Yeah, so we'll do 5 of those. Grab a hold of your hand. Left hand grabs your right. Drag it forward. Release it. Slide back. Yeah, let's do 4. Grabby. Draggy. Release it. Drag back. Yeah, last 3. Grab him. Drag him forward. Take another big deep breath. Last 2. Last 1. Drag it forward. Drag it back. That might be plenty for today. You might pause right there. I'm not sure if you're able to reach your arms forward. It sounds like this Rita's kind of just hangs out most of the time. But that could be your next step. If you're able to maybe even lean forward a little bit and reach your arms forward, both arms, and reach both arms back. If that's not happening today, just go back to that other version of taking your arm forward and then letting both arms slide back. Yeah. So one arm helps the other, and then both arms slide back. Okay, so we played with versions of eating ice cream, how many different ways can you move your shoulders, and then allowing your shoulders to move when you do that slidey glidey. I think you need to go have a little ice cream now after doing these exercises. Yeah, what do you think? All right, I'm proud of you, and I love you.